Dude, they like do that. They like implement a new one before my stream. I check this every day and it's like I don't get it. I love that noise though. I'll be nice. I'll make that too. Okay. So it can be played again. Thank you, dude. Well, welcome traders. I love the stream. Welcome to the stream where Solana, Vanek, they're filing for an ETF, and that is news-driven catalyst. Hello? You have to have it. It has to occur. Otherwise, no, you're not going high. There it is. So, thankfully, we saw a bullish hammer at an inflection point. You're okay above 124, and good news, man. So, this could be a major, you think about the dragon, this could be a major confirmation low. Like confirming the highest lows of the whole uptrend. Or forget the dragon for a second. It's one valley and it's the major second valley. Above the 200 moving average, wide open spaces till 189 to 200. So that's pretty good, man. Solana has kind of been like better looking, I think, than Ethereum. Bitcoin too, a little bit. Just based on price action and Bitcoin, as you can see just above on the action screen, 60,800. We don't know if it's going to hold. They held it for now. Where, if they don't hold 60,800, it's an easy run back to 58.4. That's where we're at, man. Kind of not much else going on in crypto. I mean, you do have like Avalanche. I mean, you have some assets that are up. 8%, 5%, 4%, 3%, whatever. They're up today. But don't be fooled. I mean, something like Avalanche. It's like, okay, it's up today, but remember that time that it lost 44% of its value in 34 days? Cool, dude. It's up. Nice. Yeah, DOT, same thing. Okay, it's back in the range. Engulfing candle going on. Call me when it breaks $7. I'll feel better about it. Could just be like a hop. I guess it's not over yet. They defended 552. Okay, cool. Crypto, man. I just wanted you to see Solana, man, right? So we'll just go to Bitcoin on the big screen. Get it over with. It's really nothing to write home about on the daily. I mean, it's cool that they've defended 60,800, but it's not really cool that there's no real movement. You're just kind of sitting there. And we discussed daily that you never expect anything, man. You can't expect anything. Like, look where we are. It could be the bottom of all bottoms right now. The trading range is going to hold up. They're reconfirming its validity as support again. And we're about to go on up to 74K. At the same time, no demand, no bids. You fall right back below this level. You go test 58K and you're way lower. You're going way lower. I mean, that's where we are. It could end up being one or the other. So I don't expect anything from this. There's no confirmation low really locally. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good of a stop loss like 60,300 would be below this level, just because what if it goes down to 59K? What if it goes to 59.6? What if it goes to 58.4? It could very well do that. You get stopped out. So this is where we are. Your Bitcoin update.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Knocking it out, man. I mean, crypto, just besides Solana, it's just not the market where the stuff's happening. Cool, dude. Ethereum, bullish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted, going for your highest close since the 22nd. Coin flips because framework can't be applied. No real major level being regarded as support. There's no structures really at that support that's not there right now. But yeah, long-term uptrend, put in a higher low at some point. than the May 16th low, and all will be well. It'll be the highest major low pretty much of the whole uptrend. And I do think, man, like long term, I don't know how many months it'll be. I really don't. But I do think that we're going to see like 5K Ethereum. You're going to see 80 plus K Bitcoin. It just might be in like November and December. And it's not going to happen overnight. We're going to have time to watch this unfold. That's why we show up every day, right? And look at these markets. And when there's just not much going on, there's whatever. We look at it briefly and we move on with our day. And then we go to another market where there maybe is opportunity or not, right? Where you look at like big tech, unbelievable, cannot be denied or stopped. And then you got Nike in utter shambles, lowest price seen after hours since 2020, the COVID crash. Well, we're not COVID crashing anymore, so very bad. Let me just play it, man. It has to be played, dude.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
So the meme calls are gone, evaporated, but that's okay because it was a meme position. I consider like a meme position as like something that is less than 1% of your overall trading portfolio. Just like GME, it was a meme. And, you know, still in those, I don't know if that'll ever play. You know, it really, just for a second, speaking of GameStop, the roaring, like it's still above 23 bucks. It's still making higher lows. I don't care what you say. It's still kind of okay. I think the cutoff on this is below 21.50. Oh, can we get an audio check? It seems a little loud on my side. But the memes, man, like meme positions, it's okay. You know, you can be disciplined and you do the right thing, have serious positions, and you can also have fun. You know, that's keep yourself sane, participate in the craziness that's going on. You can do that. But you normally want them to be negligible positions because they can go very awry. So speaking of Roaring Kitty, Chewy, it's like a shipping kind of company or something. Thanks, Roaring Kitty. He posted a picture of the their logo or something, like the dog. And the asset ran to $39, saw its highest price since July of 2023. Wow, that's less than a year ago. Dang. And I can't even, like, you know, doing stuff, busy, hearing about it being up, and then like, oh, Chewy's red on the day. Completely gone. And what's so sad about it is like this is a major level. Like they were like doing a big breakout. In fact, they had a breakout confirmed with a candle close 2 days ago. Man, that's got to be rough if you're like taking positions, because we're not going to call it trading. Okay, if you're going to take a position based off an individual tweet, that I think that would be kind of definitively saying you're getting played by the market versus playing the market, right? Yeah. So hype in the chat for Chewy, I guess. Let's look at the Nike stock. Destroyed. I mean, in utter shambles, harmonic dud. Don't call Scott Carney. He might be saying we might be hopping. But yeah, I guess it rallied off the lows a little bit. Not really. Yeah, down 12.16%, 82.74. I mean, you got that level, and then below it, you got 77.24. That's probably, this could be what is considered, depending on the volume. Well, I guess we'll see tomorrow. Depending on the volume, it could be a breakaway gap, where, like, you know how Nvidia had a breakaway gap, or Apple, I think, had a major breakout on insane volume. I mean, those are significant. The volume's high enough, this gap's big enough where you won't be filling it any time soon. So 77, 71 on deck, maybe even 67. Might go test the COVID crash lows. If the trend's going to continue, it's brutal, man. Brutal stuff. So sad to see such a beautiful setup obliterated by earnings, but that's it, man. That's earnings catalysts are the kryptonite to technical analysis. Yeah, our Hamza. Yeah, you see what they're doing? You don't know why the flag's upside down? Anyone want to illuminate him? I can't believe you don't even know why. That's right, Jay. A non-negligible and a significant position. Printing, yes, sir. So let's go to where it matters, where the most important part of this entire world's market. The real winner today was Amazon. Up 2.19%. Up a little bit after hours, whatever. You think it was going to hit 200 today, but we were shy by about 16 cents. Got an alert set up there. It broke the freaking wedge. This is similar to like the Apple in 2019 run, the guy. That's literally where this happened. He had mega puts, like, and his entire portfolio was puts going into earnings on Apple up against all-time high resistance, I think, or a 1618 or something crazy, and it just kept going nonstop for months. I think he was down a kid, right? Like a 18-year-old or less kid. Mommy, daddy's money. Lost like 40, 50K in seconds. So that's what this reminds me of a little bit, but we'll see. Could end up not being that. Certainly, man. Technology, killing it, dude.
Technology.
We'll just see. $200 on deck. I don't know how high this is gonna go. Let's do I don't think I've done fib extensions on this one yet, major ones. We are not at a 1272. Not even. I mean, I wouldn't say we're close. I think we got some ways to go. Yeah. What's amazing about this is the 1272 on Amazon is $217.87. If you were going to go with a 1618, it's $254. Holy crap. 10% minimum upside for your first fib extension. 10, then 17.76%. And then if you wanted the golden mean ratio, there's still 28.76% upside from where we are right now. That's wild. So you got targets, at least on Amazon. Yeah. Okay. The gainer of gainers. Let's keep looking at these Mag 7s. That was number one. Number two was Meta, Facebook, knocking on all-time highs. Highest daily candle close confirmed since April 11th today. And you're so close, man. If you want price discovery, you got to break 531.30. The zone of inflection. You are fast approaching. You'll probably test it tomorrow. You didn't quite touch it today. All these are up a little bit after hours. Well, cool. But that was it. I mean, everything else is kind of meh. Like the next top game, Googl. I mean, they all-time highs. Very, very nice. Up after hours, 0.26% as well. So there's nothing here. $200 target. The race to 200. Google, Tesla, Amazon. Wow, this is crazy. Amazon and Tesla are about the exact same price right now. So that it just like to me, this is wild. Melt up or complete whipsaw incoming. You know, where you're about to see 200 sooner rather than later, or you fall right back into this channel and you head all the way down to 159. So this is just, we're witnessing some melting up here, some key levels breaking. Then we got, after that, we got Tesla. Highest daily candle close since March 1st. So, what is that, like 4-month highs or close to it? And first target of the trade setup posted just a couple days ago, 209. You're not too far off. That's the level, dude. That is certainly the level. And you just, it's, how do you argue with that being the level? It's just like 180. So significant. So many reversals one way or another. So good day, even though it was kind of flat. Oh, I'm always happy to see a higher close than the previous day's close. So nice for Tesla, even though it wasn't much. Now we go to Apple, which has just been kind of, I mean, it was up today, 0.4%. Every day is just trying to climb after the 3 black crows, the dark cloud cover. They're attempting a rally here. Y'all think we're going to see 219.82 again, the 1.618? Very possible. Again, I just think on that type of volume, on a mega breakout, hard to think we're going back down to those levels anytime soon. Someone bought majorly, and clearly they're keeping it elevated. I mean, the people, whoever bought here, they still own it. That whole position they bought there on the breakout, they're still in it, man. So good luck taking this down to 196, 198 again for the back test. Guess we'll see. Delov, no, I'm not in distress, but this country is certainly in distress. I don't know why you would even act like it's not. Yeah, dude. What they're doing to a former president, that's certainly effed up. A sitting president is doing what he's doing to a former president. Yeah, that's like distress. Yes, and they're going to. He's already indicted. They will be sentencing him to jail soon. You will see. It's not far away. When are they supposed to do that? Very soon. So we looked at the 6. Now the 7, the only one down, was Nvidia. Just kind of hanging around. I don't think it's too big of a deal. Just still cooling off after the huge run, and there could be some more downside, but yeah, people just gonna fall asleep on this one, start chasing the others, and it'll reassume its dominance again, probably. No edge, nothing to do. Like, you can't really trade it with the with the framework, but whatever. Sideways. So those are your magnificent 7, the market drivers, the real winners, where everything seems to underperform them. The S&P 500, second highest daily candle close ever. Still just looking at some daily bearish divergence. I mean, most of the time the divergence has been just miserable performance, if not just utterly failing, because money printer go burr. 7-Eleven. Dow Jones still looks good, man. I think you're still heading to 40K for a test. Higher lows. Higher highs on deck. Ooh, it was close, man, on the NASDAQ. No, it was the second highest daily candle close ever today. Right up against that major 1272. Dude, that's wild. You know how I've got this Fibonacci anchored, right? The exact same way I have Amazon anchored, like how we did it earlier. So there's like 10% upside before Amazon sees its 1272, and the NASDAQ is getting ready to crack it and head to the 1414 around 18,750. So some catching up to do. Yeah, there's a little divergence here too on the MACD histogram, but might not matter. What a trend, man. I mean, if you're not making money in this market, dude, I don't know what to tell you. There are times to make money, and there are times not to lose money. You remember 2022, that was certainly a time to not lose money. You're not going to try to make money by shorting, sitting cash, waiting for things to reverse. And we got those reversals. And you remember them. Ones like Google and NVIDIA. Inverse head and shoulders on NVIDIA and a 3 rising valleys on Google. I mean, the reversals took time. The structures took time. They presented themselves. And you had a chance, man, to get in at that bottom. These assets at the end of 2022 into 2023 did not V-shape recovery like COVID, where, oh my God, if you don't just randomly buy, you lose. No, you had a chance. And they've been running off those reversal patterns ever since. Yeah, what a time, man. It really has been great. A great year. It's shaping up to be that. It's shaped up to be that anyway. IWM, good day today. Man, you got it. Let's pay attention here. They're doing it. They're trying, until tomorrow. They're dumping it again. But this is very important here. This level is not a joke. And it hasn't been regarded as support. It's never been regarded as support. It's only been resistance, resistance, resistance. Freaking resistance. It's now support. And I'll tell you, man, we look at the heaviest weighted assets in the Russell 2000, and some of them look like NVIDIA. They're so good. They've been going. And they're in FOMO levels now. But maybe the other parts of the IWM are going to take off now, because this is certainly the first real back test of $200 we've seen. Okay, those are your index funds. Cool. Let's knock out golds. I mean, just when you think it's over for gold, they engulf it. And then they kind of bullish convergence here. Waning negative momentum. I know. And before tomorrow, they just dump it again. But it is really hard for me to trust bearish stuff with central. We know the central banks are just buying indiscriminately as much as they can every year now, all records. And you're trying to tell me that gold's just sitting here and engulfed at the bottom of a range, and it looks like the momentum's shifting, the downs. Yeah, right, dude. It's like a potential head and shoulders, and it's right back at that neckline, and they're not going to take it below it. And you know what that means? Failed potential head and shoulders end up doing this. I've seen some of them when I scan. I got them painted, and you can see the necklines tested again, and they never break it, and it goes to all-time highs. Yeah, dude, gold is fine. And silver recovered pretty well today. I mean, doing the thing. Up, down, up, down. I don't know. I still like gold better right here. I see what they're trying to do, right? You look, this candle high close from April. They're trying to recapture it. They engulfed it today, technically. Oscillator's just nothing really to write home about. But yeah, it's above 28.88, sure. Okay, I guess we could see what kind of action we got on commodities and have a chance to look at them. My fourth brutal workout with my trainer of the week today. 4 in a row. My body's dead. My brain is wrecked too. Yeah, a little bit better day for a few commodities. U.S. oil, man, I know the highest daily candle close on U.S. oil since April 29th. Right? It looks incredible. I mean, so much accumulation here in the third valley. You normally get the rally. You get the resolution. But if it plays out, you get the rally on the third valley. All right, look at copper in a while. After all-time highs, kind of like BNB. Just been selling off and could continue. Nothing here implies reversal, but Flip your coin, man. No supports. No structure, really. Just correcting. Palladium. Wow. Wow. What the? Still okay. Palladium's still okay down here with an M shape. If it's not here, you're doomed. You know, like if it doesn't reverse here after this long, oh my God, correction. If this doesn't reverse it, then nothing will. So you want cheap palladium, and you want to be able to protect yourself if it goes way lower. You're kind of at the level. So we definitely went over Amazon. Matthew, sorry you missed it. Today was like a mixed upper body workout where I did like chest and biceps and back. Yeah, pseudo full body. We got less than 30 minutes till the daily candle close in the crypto market. Just the stream is certainly on life support until we catch bids on Bitcoin and crypto, right? The stream cannot survive without crypto, sadly, even though all the money has been made in stocks. My God, dude, I just don't understand it. Maybe I should start changing my stream title from Bitcoin Live to like just stocks live. I mean, technical analysis is terrible. Like you can't, SEO is bad.
Can
dude.
you take a look at car?
Real bad. Like there is no SEO for technical analysis. Car, Balapa, just knock it out now. And Avis Budget Group, what, rental cars? Yeah. I know what you're thinking, but I wouldn't touch it. Holy crap, it's so bad, dude. Yeah, this is like a bubble that has popped, and you're in the midst of the, of it deflating, that bubble deflating. What a run it was on. Everything's changed, man. The animal spirits are not in this anymore. They are not going to be in it for a while. I mean, I would wait for 69 bucks. Okay. I know you're like, hey, dude, is that an inverse head and shoulders? It's an inverse head and don't care. Inverse head and gonna gap fill at 94.85 soon, most likely. This is not something you ever want to buy. You are on the other side of the bubble. Don't do it, man. You know how, I mean, if you look at some of the cryptos, you know how long it takes for them to finally get to the bottom, those 886, 90% retraces, or even an inflection point for that matter. A major one. I mean, like, yeah, they held on to this, but we got one test and that's it. I do not trust anything like this. Small pattern, too. I mean, good luck, dude. I wouldn't touch it, ever. Like Mike today, I mean, like, it's about to be July. Where you been? The money's been made. Anything now is like freaking icing upon icing. I mean, if things start violently reversing, the money's made, man. It's done. Yep, this is a really bad chart, man. Really bad trend. Just ugly. I mean, Composite Man has a campaign, and eventually he concludes it, and there are no more Composite men buying. Therefore, the inertia. What's the inertia? Lower highs, lower lows. Yeah. So keep it going. Look at the 200. It's just bad. I don't care if it goes up. Yeah. All right. Cool, Blob. Thank you, man. Well, sugar was up today. Dang, man. What a run on sugar today. Highest level since late April, but it should button up against a major inflection point where we see if once it fails, way lower. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, but just the trend reversed, right? Yeah, it was higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Working on bearish back tests. Yeah, nice little divergence down here. summoned this rally and could just be a bearish back test. Great. Wheat futures. No thanks. I'm good right now. Nah, nothing about it. Looks great. Oat futures just been getting man, that was really disappointing, dude. Below, I mean, that's like a trade failure, you know. You don't want to own oats below 328, I don't think. Sad though, but yep, it'd be like that sometimes. It's like Nike. It's like a commodity. It's the Nike of commodities. There you go. Go. Coffee, newly established uptrend, still kind of alive for now until they fall below 219. Really, until you fall below 192, everything's good. Orange juice. They're trying to defend. These buyers are trying to defend 417, 420. Trying to put in the highest low ever on orange juice. Like, is anyone gonna make a call that they're gonna pivot this here and we're gonna run to all-time highs? Because that would be nuts. Trend is still very much intact. Extremely bullish uptrend. No blow off top yet. Wow. I guess stop loss below 405.
The Schwab tipped $25. Back to on the markets.
Thank
Take
you,
a
the
peek
Schwab
at Hubs
man.
Plaza daily.
We will certainly look at HubSpot right after live cattle futures, which did see a fresh intraday high, highest price seen since March 18th, closed kind of flat, on the way to, you know, all-time highs. You know it's gonna, because they want you to eat the bugs. Hubs didn't get like wrecked, and then it wasn't. I scanned through it a few times. Yeah, it wasn't really like. They're testing the 200 moving average. There is some bullish divergence here on the MACD histogram. There it is. Hey man, software, online. You're kind of in the good market for maybe a pivot here. You know, you're in an uptrend. I don't know if there's like a demand line or anything. I don't think you touched it if there was a channel. Yeah, I think like you don't want to own it below 545. It's resistance, resistance, support. Look at that. We're going all-time highs. Resistance, resistance, even support. So yeah, if you were gonna do anything with this, I don't know if you want to own it below 545, because you could. I mean, it seems like you'd be going way lower if it didn't hold up. So because it's like head and shoulders pattern broken. Yeah. So let's see if we can. Okay, let's paint it real quick. So in the coming days, when it fails and buyers recapture the neckline, we can watch and see what happens. All right, like it's like, oh man, it's all over for HubSpot. Good luck, dude. All right, there's your neckline. They're starting to recapture it, and this could definitely be one of those extremely bullish trends, bullish macro, great sentiment for tech, and it's just the highest low of entire uptrend with divergence that performs well and takes you back to 625, and then eventually you break the right shoulder and head on up to 730, 793. Yeah. Let's see this thing fail. Looking forward to it. Because they, you know, in fact, they have recaptured it. They've recaptured the neckline of this potential head and shoulders. It was confirmed, and now it's not really confirmed anymore. We had a really nice bullish engulfing candle today. So you catch fall through tomorrow. Oh, yeah. We're back in business on HubSpot. So not bad. Despite what it kind of looks like. Highly doubt a presidential debate between two 80-year-olds is going to do really anything to Bitcoin's price. Trump's already publicly announced that he loves Bitcoin and crypto, and it didn't do anything. Like him going on, you know, a fake debate where they're delaying it by 2 minutes, and they're going to have fact checkers. That means propagandists for one side. They're literally trying to prop up this demented guy, a puppet for the far left who stole the election in 2020. He can't even think anymore. They're doing everything they can to facilitate his needs. Whatever, dude. It's all a scam. Okay. Where's your HubSpot? Do not be fooled by the Momo shift that is not performing at all. I've seen this episode before. Here are your futures. Top left, S&P futures. I mean, they're kind of up, man. Like, the party is not over yet. It doesn't seem like. Things are just looking good right now until they pull the rug. But dang, man, it's hard to believe that it's coming like, tomorrow. It's just like extreme. You gotta understand the extremely high volume, all-time high breakouts of these 2021 highs of some of the largest names, highest market caps on the stock market. That's tremendous, and it's not just the breakouts. You're catching some follow through. So, not just about the breakout on volume, it's about what's happening after that.
Hello, Mitch.
Pretty good,
Thank
man.
you for streaming. I appreciate your work. Is $SMCI about to test $1,000 again?
I gotta show y'all something, because this could end up doing nothing. It could be it's the inverse of what I was just talking about with tech and all that. Okay, this is SunPower Corporation. Just hear me out. You don't have to do anything. I'm not saying you have to, but it's really intriguing, okay? Looking at it now, June 27th, 2024, and 255, right? It's just, I've had this marked here for a long time. This was the beginning, right? This was 2012. Almost hit in March 2020. It was front ran by a few cents. This is the reversal point. And these sellers violated that 2012 low, but the buyers immediately recaptured it, and now they are reconfirming that low as a valid support again. And there's some hidden bullish divergence that's developed here. If you're talking about you want a basement, this is what these are basements. This is the basement. You want to go long at the absolute low with a spring back test. Here you are. Maybe you get a little pullback tomorrow, but risk management is very easy. Like, very, very easy to manage your risk here. But I just wanted a public service announcement for SunPower. Add the basement. They've sprung it and they're back testing it. Guess we'll see what happens. Hey, how about the guy who, Lil IQ, who got the Solana tattoo on his forehead? It's like, he knew. He knew about it, man. They were gonna, whatever. Van Eck was gonna post the ETF. Tractor Supply Company. They one of the first companies I've ever seen that would just do a straight up 180. They were actually, factually, I don't give a crap what you think because it's just fact. Like if you're politically one way or another, they were actually discriminating against people based on their race. Okay? They were doing that. And they publicly came out today and said they're done. They're not doing that anymore. Sorry, Texas Instruments, not the Container Store, excuse me, right here. So it wasn't what I was talking about, but that did happen, and those are really important things because that will rot a company eventually. It doesn't happen instantly, but when you start hiring people based on like their gender or their race, and it has nothing to do with merit or experience, like eventually the chickens will come home to roost And that's kind of been going on for years now. And it's, you know, affecting companies, Nike, Disney, whatever. So Texas Instruments, they said, you know what, man, we have a fiduciary responsibility. People who buy our product don't think like this. They're Americans, not communists. So let's switch it up. So this is them right here, on the cusp and tail end of an all-time high. We saw an all-time high May 28th. You have your alert set up. You can't really. I guess you could long it based on that alone, but that's not really using the framework. That's just whatever. Like, I think that's going to be really good over the next 5-10 years for Texas Instruments who decided to change things up back to merit-based stuff. Yeah, Container Store was up 9%. I was looking at it for a second. Just one like, what am I looking at here? This is terrible. It's all-time lows, man. Oh, we didn't even look at the other one that also kind of played into that woke, weird, moral relativism trash, right? Walgreens, they like literally, they're like letting people come into their stores, steal their stuff rampantly over a long period of time. And again, chickens come home to roost. Like, here are the actions, the consequences of the actions, lack of leadership. Oh, let's just, the people stealing, they're just stealing for their families so they can feed their families. There goes all the Nike apparel. It's gone from all the Walgreens stores. No wonder. Yeah. All-time lows, highest volume ever. Garbage, send it to zero. I mean, I think any company participating in this rot, it should happen to them too. Sadly, though, it's like, what is America? I mean, capitalism's a foundational pillar, and it's like these great companies that were built up over the past 100 years have been infiltrated by activists, communists, right? All these communists came, they were youth, and their precocious minds were morphed in college to hate America, capitalism, whatever, oppressed oppressor. And then these people get in positions of power eventually as time goes on. And they get in these companies and they radically, fundamentally change them from within. And it's like this self-destruct button. It's like a form of cancer that is metastasized and it's rotting away what has made America great, these companies. And so, you know, it's like good to see them collapsing, but not really. It's kind of terrible too. It's sad. Unicorns dying. You want to look at DE, you look at John Deere? Thank you, man. Yeah, John Deere, man. Deere and Company. Well, I mean, and before it pulls a big time, like, I give a crap. When the earnings, man. August, at least you don't have to worry about it collapsing to zero, you know, like, till August. But yeah. I mean, they really are putting in a third valley. They are. I mean, I don't know if it's going to play out, okay? I don't know if, like, me identifying a harmonic and then three valleys after it completes is going to go to 4-4. I mean, it looks incredible. It could pull a high. I mean, there's not much difference between the Deere and Company chart and the high chart from back here. There is not much difference. Context a little different, where high was in a worse context than John Deere, because John Deere makes so much money monthly, quarterly. They're incredible money-making machine. They sell things. High is a joke. But yeah, it's the harmonic and then the 1, 2, 3, third valley. Each one's slightly higher than the next. You got that going on, but you saw big time what it did. I mean, it started playing out, and then Bitcoin, it was done. Bitcoin pulled the plug on the whole market. So yeah, you got it. I don't know though. Like, I mean, all we can do is identify the structures. We don't ever act like we know where they're going next. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of set up possibly subtly by the composite man reaccumulation here. You've been legit kind of range bound for years. So I'm not going to be surprised if this plays out and we run back to 445, 446. harder to like. How do you manage your risk? I guess maybe you set a stop loss at 360. That's a pretty tight stop, but so it's like you don't lose much if it fails. But I just worry about what it could go back down to 358, 355, and still be fine, I guess, for like, you know, your position. Yeah, you got it. You kind of got that pretty beautiful fractal where if it does play out, oh my God, we're going to all-time highs probably, but you just don't know. So it's a really good request from Muggs. Thank you, dude. Yeah, he wants the weekly too. Sure, the weekly is just probably a better look of the reaccumulation. Yeah, man, they're reaccumulating. So, like, think about what's happening. You know for a fact, based on evidence right here, 321, 330. It's a real level of inflection. They created it, okay, back in 2021. And they recaptured it, and then they reconfirmed it as support in September 2022. And ever since then, it's been Chop City, but recognize the price action. What's really going on here? Sellers, May of 2023, November 2023, February 2024, and now June of 2024. They have they have exhausted their attempts at retesting that very key level that, again, you can't argue with it. It's real. Too many times of history. So that signifies to me that there's so much demand on Deere and Company that market participants cannot push the price down there. Therefore, that's bullish. I think that's subtly really bullish. Trading above the 200-week moving average. I mean, you're closer to the 200-week moving average than you've been since 2020. 4 years. So, kind of hidden bullish divergence developing on the weekly as well. So, I mean, you could take a long here. You could take a shot, and then that would be your argument, right? You got it? We cool? Mugs? Anonymous, sorry, I didn't see that. But yeah, we'll look at SMCI. It does look great, man. Oh my God, dude. SMCI is the dragon, kind of. Yeah, I like it, man. Had a good day today. And probably going to test those all-time highs at some point in the future. Anonymous, if you're there, I'm sorry. Again. Super Micro Computer Brothers. Yeah. Major engulfing candle confirmed today. Highest close since the 21st. More than before. We'll see. But looking all right. Looking okay. Yeah, maybe 1,077 on deck. 1229. Yep. About to go test at least 1,000. Yeah. I mean, I think it looks like it's set up for that, but they could pull the rug, man. I'm done. Do what you want. Pull the plug. On semis, they could, right? Pause man could say he's done. He wants to go to Monaco.
I feel like the rise in young boys wearing makeup is super bullish for Ulta. What do you think?
I looked at Ulta and I was kind of like, it's kind of okay-ish. Because it's been drawing down pretty bad. Thank you. I went for a walk today. I don't know about the whole thing you were talking about. That's kind of weird. Don't know what that means. Not looking to read into that either. So we'll look at Ulta. Thanks, man. Beautiful engulfing candle on SMCI. Let's just look at the SOX. You know, the semiconductor ETF. Doesn't really tell you much, right? It's virtually the NVIDIA chart. Yeah, they filled the gap. I mean, that's cool. 5366. The gap's filled, so I really think that people are going to start chasing and they're going to forget about NVIDIA and it's just going to start going nuts again. Yep, I don't think NVIDIA is done, but I get why people would say it is, and people start going to greener pastures, even though that's the greenest pasture known to man. Yeah. Just because it's down and hasn't done anything in a week. Yeah. Something about it intrigued me. Yeah. yeah, this is what it was. As well, it's like, it's definitely at this level here that's so real, right? Swing item 2019, that's the reversal point. Then support, and there was so much demand the second time they tried, third time they tried to test it before it ran again. Yeah, this is a deep old 98%, 95% retrace from the previous low in October to the high. So if you're a range trader, this might be as good as it gets. They kind of survived earnings, which is good, but just sideways. So all I can tell you is you're nearing a point and a level where if you want to strategize a stop loss, it could be very easy, but you're not quite there yet. But I am just interested to see how it is down here. I mean, so you could say there may be some value on Ulta, and one can manage the risk, but you're still a little far off. So yeah, not bad. Someone could try to paint an M shape. I don't know if you can really. You don't have to have an M shape, but it could almost be like an M shape was here, and this is the type 1. This is actually the type 2. Yeah, it's a range. It's a range. You're pretty close to the bottom, but not quite all the way at the bottom. So, you know, if you got 369, that's optimum. 359. Also optimum entry levels for back tests.
Hi Mitch, I'm here for the traditional technical analysis and the based commentary. Plus, I want to tell you about Varus. It's the real Spider-Man of crypto. No ICO, no pre-mine, no dev tax. Rent-free. Truth and privacy for all. Peace, respect the DA.
Thanks for $3.33. Thanks. It's like, that's bait. All right. Let's look at 3M. Man, what a dream it was. I mean, you can't make this up, you know, perfect bullish crab pattern. The pattern completion zone just happened to line up with a historical inflection point from history. It's like artwork, man. It doesn't always play out like this, right? It just happened to be this time. It did play out that way, and then you got the higher low, the momentum shift, and then you know, a gap up, no earnings or anything, just gapped up, and it's been running, and still waiting on 109, 112. But it's pretty incredible. It had a split at some point. All my stuff got effed. Yeah. Trying to clear the air. Clean the palette. There it is, chat. Blades. Jesus chimes. Go on back to Bitcoin so we can take a look at the defense of the key level for another day. It is not ensured that tomorrow will bring us the same type of buyer defense of the bottom of the range, but we're okay today. Yeah, that's kind of it. Didn't engulf yesterday's close or yesterday's candle. Again, right? No expectations. We don't make calls. Not trying to act like we know where we're going next on these assets. All I can do is tell you, like, this is exactly where it's, you know, all hope is lost, but it's defending the level after a false bearish breakdown. And okay, maximum upside potential of the range. The absolute maximum upside of a range if this holds. But we also understand this could just be bullcrap chop before they have to go retest the 58.4 again. So No idea, but we are here. You are at a level, a very, very critical area. Cue up the song. Too big to be a rectangle? No, it is a rectangle. It's certainly, look, it's a rectangle, dude. But range, rectangle, whatever you want to say, you're at the bottom, I think, of it. And it's just the way it goes, man. It's like, look, like there's a level of support, and look what they do at the end before the big markup. They always do crap like this. Like, oh no, we're dead, dude. It's over for Bitcoin's break, and then it's okay. It was just a fake out. It was just a bad dream. See ya at 74K. So much of that. Like, remember this? Like, a lot of y'all don't, because a lot of y'all weren't watching this stream when it was happening because it was so dead. But I mean, I remember like that day where all these candle low closes got taken out that one September 11th day, and then just immediately engulfed. They defended this level, and then that was it. It was gone. Then the three rising valleys got developed. It was beautiful. Oh my God. And then it was gone. I mean, fake outs, man. Fake outs happen. They were going to do it. It was going to break support. Oh no, in June and in September. Think about this one right here. Like they dumped this to the 200, which was the old cycle top, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, the old cycle top. They back tested that as support, but it was like crashing kind of intraday. Then just the next day, right back, or 2 days later, gone. I mean, it is really never easy on Bitcoin. And normally, before Bitcoin's good runs, it's a scary fake out. Like almost every time. This cycle, from the 15.5 bottom, every big move, what has come before the big move is a scary fake out that makes you think we're screwed. So this could have been a big scary fake out where we think we're screwed, but they've held on, and we're just sitting in this moment in time together, congregated here, looking at it. All right. That's it, man. Stream's done. I've been live an hour. Life support, man. Life support until things change in crypto. I don't know why. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are freaking nuts. I just don't get it. Like, no one can get hype for Amazon because it's Amazon. It's not Bitcoin. If it doesn't have BTC next to it, no one cares. And it's like, all right, I'm going to keep making money. And, yeah, I'm hype over here. I'm going to start dancing when the stream ends. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.